Hi, my name is Bonnie Muntz. I'm a transformational wellness and wealth coach. I love creating wellness and prosperity in people's lives. And I wanted to make this video for you. It's not professional, but it is passion-filled because I want to let you know a little bit about my story and how I got here and see how I can help you with your needs and desires. I have a desire to help create the most health, wellness, wealth, freedom-filled world possible for everyone who has interest. And I want to share how this all began. You know, as a child, I always loved wellness. Maybe you were the same in this, that, my grandparents was more about from the garden to the table, and now that's a luxury. But that's what life is all about. And I had another grandmother who taught me all about supplementing your body. And she was passionate about it. And she lived to be in her late 90s, still so physically well. That led me on to choosing a career in the medical field. And I spent about 20 years there. What I didn't realize as a teenager, when I chose that I wasn't going into prevention. I was going into medical, fixing a sick field, but something that's so important to us when, I don't know, maybe we're in a car accident or something. So important. We have great medical professionals. I'm so grateful for them. But for me, I love prevention. I love building healthier bodies. So one morning, I was at work and I was working along with the very phenomenal physician, and we were looking at women, and that was my specialty, women's health. But it wasn't about women's health, it was about women's illnesses. They were coming into our office constantly. When I did my study, we personally were having 8 out of 10 women coming in on antidepressants because their relationship wasn't working, because their sexual relationships weren't working, because they were having pain, because they were having, the list goes on. It just wasn't working. And one day I said to the doctor that I was partnered with, said, what would it look like if we started building nutrition in people's lives? And he really was renowned in his field in obstetrics and gynecology, and so he went away and did some studies, and he came back and said this would work. And I said at that time, how do I do it? Because in my clinicals, it was harder to say, oh, okay, go to the store and get this, and then go to another shelf and get this, and if you go to another store, you can get this. And I had my whole list because I knew what I did. And, I was the mom that made everything for the kids because I thought it was healthier and they traded off at school for other stuff. So I needed an easy way. And that day he said, I have an idea. I've heard of this company. And all you have to do is fax in this application, and it will allow you to qualify to get products at wholesale. Talk about excited. I never knew that there was any such thing. So I faxed it in. I waited a week. I got accepted. I was so grateful. I then shared with my patients how to fax this in. Here's what you get. It's all in one system. It's phenomenal. I did not know that I would be getting a referral fee. And that referral fee attached to it, and in 6 months, led me to the point of me saying, maybe I don't need to drive across town. Maybe I continue with my referral fee, and then I can help more people doing what I need to do in my field. That continued. It was exciting. I went on from there. And, some of you women watching this, you know this, or entrepreneurs watching this, you know this. I went on from there because I had a little bit of extra time. I opened an anti-aging spa and a medical laser clinic. Big mistake. Before long, I was in a rat race. And I was working 7 days a week, 12 to 14 hours a day, just trying to keep my staff paid, pay the mortgage, renew the mortgage, do whatever we do to increase our money so that we can have more life. But it wasn't working. And one morning I had a quiet time and I just asked, give me something more. And I got a call from a phenomenal gentleman. Some of you have heard of Mr. Jimmy Smith. He's like a dad to me. He's a good friend to me. He's a phenomenal entrepreneur and wellness and wealth coach. And we had a chat, which led me to tears because he asked me, how are you doing? How's your stress? What's your stress level at? Does cash flow make a difference? What about your freedom? So I answered all those questions, and it really led me to know that I was unhappier than I even knew, but I was open. And so I took a look, and although I had a system that I loved and it was working, I took a closer look at a new system. The same kind of referral system, but a system that offered one more thing, and that was internal body cleansing. A system that had moved ahead of where I was at. And I said, okay, I'm open. The next thing that happened in my research was I found out Dr. John Gray was an advocate for the company. He is a phenomenal relationship coach. And my question to myself was, what would happen if this system could make a difference in my wellness and other people's wellness, and we could then, as a byproduct, enhance our relationships? He had my attention. Then I found out it was John Anderson, the formulator, who was renowned as well, who was formulating this internal body cleanse, these protein shakes with protein that was undenatured, not heated, coming out of New Zealand, that were incredible. Then my next step came finding Dr. Michael Colgan. It's who I had done my anti-aging certification with. He was now on board as an advisor, but also as an associate. So he was getting his products from this company that I had been offered an ability to partner with, to know that he was partnering as well. What happened after that? I was very, very excited. I called 6 people and said, I'm going to try this internal body cleansing. I want you to try it with me. You get it wholesale. We all joined. We all realized that we had toxins in our body. We all realized we had stress. We breathed in pollution. We ate food that wasn't clean for us, and we needed to get rid of the toxins, and we did it together. That began a journey 13 years ago. 13 years later, I want to tell you, it has been such an exciting ride. Now, 13 years later, we have more than just internal body cleanses. We've got the whole package and supplementation. We've got greens. We've got everything. I go to a health food store, except I get to choose to have it at a wholesale price. And I want to offer that over to you. I am so passionate right now about creating wellness in the world. I'm so passionate. And I have partnered with a company that I invite you to take a look at, because it answered all my solutions, all my needs, and it gave me the solution. And their vision statement made such a difference to me, and I'm going to read it to you. Our vision is to impact world health and free people from physical and financial pain, and in the process, create the largest health and wellness company in the world. I dare you to begin. I dare you to begin to create your own better body, to create your place in the world, to make a difference in the world, so that it's not only me alone, but we go together. And you may have your wellness at such a high level, but what if you could go higher? That someone else may need your referral to make a difference in their life. So thanks for letting me share with you. Thanks for watching. And you can see below exactly where you go. You can choose to get the products at wholesale. You can choose to get it at retail. There's many choices. But most of all, choose to dare to begin. And I like delivery to my door. Thanks for joining me. I can't wait to hear from you. Dare to take your health to a whole new level.